Thank you very much. Our next question is, and you may have alluded to this in your opening statement, but you might want to expand on it if that's the case. What do you see as particular issues or concerns of Assembly District 28? So specifically related to our District 28, and we'll begin with Mr. Chang.
Traffic. If you go up and down on 85, because this district pretty much, Highway 85, half of Highway 85 is in this district, from Cupertino all the way down to Blossom Hill. It's all in this district here. And then you look at the traffic and congestion, so congested on 85 on the west side, in my opinion, has been neglected by BTA. And then now they're proposing to have an express lane, spending $170 million of the taxpayer money and not solving the problem. So I'm leading against that express lane expansion. I want to see what they agreed before. They signed a performance agreement with 4 cities around Cupertino, Campbell, Los Gatos, and Saratoga. That's it. They say the center median will be reserved for the future mass transportation. And we know mass transportation is by rail or something else. But I want to see that it's not the toll lane. Now they're proposing to add 2 toll lanes in there. So we got to solve the traffic congestion here, and then that will hopefully will help solve the economic growth. We'll keep our economic growth continue. So that's why.
Thank you. Mr. Lowe?
A number of audience members could actually answer this question, being that I see, as I mentioned, Mayor Lowe, no relation from Saratoga, Mayor Leonardis from Los Gatos, Mayor Waterman from Campbell, and Councilmembers Kotowski from Campbell, and Councilmember Capello from Saratoga, and Mayor Gilbert Wong from Cupertino. And the reason why I mention that is any of them can all answer these similar questions. But as an educator, I see the number one importance is related to this district is education. And the reason why I mention that is because we are the epicenter of tech and Silicon Valley. And when you look at the broad nature and the diversity of the talent that we have in Silicon Valley, education is the great equalizer. And to be able to make sure that the next generation of pipeline of workers in high-tech companies continue on the success and building upon that is very important. But we can't do that if they're saddled and graduate with debt, and they can't, or they're struggling to earn a livelihood here in Silicon Valley. When the average price of a home in Santa Clara County is over $1 million, it becomes a particular challenge. And so again, everything's intertwined as it relates to education.
Thank you. Mr. Page?
Thank you. I believe that the biggest issue that we deal with is a lack of local control. When government, when the state government and regional government agencies try to dictate what happens to our unique special cities, we lose the ability to have the control and the best education possible, the ability to manage our own congestion. There's a group called ABAG. They've come out with a Bay Area plan. Essentially it says every city in this region is part of the region. And it doesn't matter whether you're nestled up against the hills and you're totally built out, you're going to have to build X number of the high density units. The same thing with traffic and with the environmental. We got to save greenhouse gases, but we don't have the transit corridors. We don't have the ability for mass transit that people will use to get from where they are to where they work effectively. So we can't play a winnable game. We've got the state and regional agencies telling us that we have to do these things, and it's going to become a choice of do you get sued by the environmentalists or do you get sued by the housing?
Thank you.